Hello and welcome to the new episode of the Network and Cisco Packet Tracer tutorials for beginners. CLH is here, and in today's tutorial we are continuing to work on the standard access lists. If you remember, on a previous video we applied access list 10 as a standard access list to deny the communication from the host 192.168.2.101 to the server farm here, from the PC1 to the server farm here. And let's go into the router and see what we got here. So enable the router using the command show access list will help us to see what access list we got here. We got the standard access list 10, which using the under the 100 number, so the access list automatically became standard access list. We got sequence 10, which is deny the host from the PC1 192.168.2.101. We also got the sequence 20 to permit any to overcome the implicit deny all hidden statement on a standard access list. So all other communication can be done in this access list. Let's do some tests from the PC1 and see what we got here. First of all, I try to ping the server in server farm. Go to the command prompt, ping 192.168.1.10. We are unable to ping server 1. Let's try the server 2, 11. Also we couldn't. Let's try the ping from the PC1 to the laptop on connected to the router 3. Ping.192.168.3.10, and here we go. We can ping from the PC1 to the laptop here. We got the reply back the packets here, and let's try the PC2 as well. We can ping the server farm or not, ping 192.168.1.10. So from the PC2 we can ping the server farm, and here we go. Let's check the R1 again with the show access list command and see this time what we got here. So as you can see, we got 8 matches to the sequence 10, and we got 4 matches for the sequence 20, which means that the PC2 when want to ping is following the permit any. If you remember, in a previous video I mentioned that the location you applying the access list is very important, especially in a standard access list. As you can see, we apply this access list on a outbound of the interface of gigabit 0/2. We can check on a router by using the show run command and go to the interface status and see what we got here. By using the IP access group command, we can apply the access list in a specific direction. In this case, we apply on outbound. Let's see what will be happen if we move the access list instead of this interface to this interface on an inbound direction. We go to R1. First of all, go to global configuration mode, interface configuration mode, so gigabit Ethernet 0/2, and I'm using the no command to remove the IP access group 10 out command. Okay, just take a close look on a command, become familiar with that. No IP access group 10 out, and this time we're going to apply the access list on a gigabit 0/0 on an inbound direction. So go to the interface gigabit, okay, 0/0, and this time IP access group 10 inbound. So let's see what will be happen. Just take a close look. IP access group 10 inbound on a gigabit 0/0 inbound direction. Okay, which means from here, when the packets are coming, the router take a look at the access list and apply the list and sequence on the access list. Go to the PC1 again. This time we also try to ping the server 1. We still couldn't. Go to this time I try to ping the laptop from here. Previously we can ping it, but this time when I press enter, more packet will be blocked by the access list. Go to the router 1 using the Ctrl Z and show access list, And as you can see, the number of matches for the deny statement of the host 192.168.2.101 is increased. And we only want to block the communication from the PC1 to the server farm by applying the standard access list on a wrong direction and interface. We block all the communication from the PC1 in this scenario almost from everywhere behind the R1 router. So it's very important where do you put the standard access list. In other words, it's very important. The standard access list usually refer to that far from the source and more close to the destination, which is to avoid the mistakenly block your traffic. So another problem with the standard access list also is that in this scenario actually we couldn't have a control from the ping from PC1 to any specific server. If we apply the access list on the R1 outbound interface, we actually block all traffic from PC1 to any address on a server farms. And we don't have a control. For example, PC1 can ping server 1 when unable to ping the server 2. This will be solved by using the extended access list. But before I go to the extended access list explanation, I just want to show you how to create the standard name access list. If you remember again in a previous video I mentioned that it's a good idea you encourage yourself to move from the number access list to the named access list, and we become familiar with the named access list as well. So we are going to the router R1. Before applying any configuration, go to the interface 0/0 and using the show IP access group 10, and so forget the inbound. You can see here, remove the configuration of applying the access list on interface, and also go to the no access list 10 command and entirely remove the access list. So as you can see, if I apply the show access list, we don't have any access list here. And this time we are going to create the name access list with the same purpose to block. This time let's block the PC2 to access from the server segment. Okay, here we go. We're going, instead of the access list, this time using IP access list using the question mark. You can see here we got two different options: IP access list question mark extended or standard. So this time we're using the standard still and question mark. Okay, we can put the name for the access list or we can put the number again. So let's say using the meaningful name like block PC2. Okay, here we go, and just press enter. So this is a full command. Take a close look. IP access list standard block PC2, and by using the question mark we can see what option we can have here. We can have a deny or the permit. We can remark for the access list entry commands, and let's this time deny 192.168.2.101. Okay, here we go, deny 192.168.2.101, and don't forget the hidden implicit deny commands at the end of the access list. We need to allow rest of the traffic to go from the this segment to the rest of the network, so we use the permit. And this time, okay, let's question mark and see what we got option. We almost got the same options like address to match, any host source, or any specific host. So we apply the 192.168.2.0, and also we have to use the wildcard bits again. And if you don't know still what is the wildcard bit, please refer to the previous tutorial. We're using the 255.255.255.0 and we became the 0.0.0.255. And here we go for a full command set. So first of all, IP access list standard block PC2, this is a name. So we got the statement for deny specific host, this IP address. You also can use the deny host IP address or a deny any source you want to apply. But the problem with this one, actually I don't use the permit any. This is a mistake actually made. So which means that you will see it's a good idea. I don't apply any changes. You see what will be happen actually. Before I apply the access list, let's do the show access list. Again, we almost got, if you remember on a previous statement, we got the deny host, same, but for the permit, this time only allow the permit from this segment, not any. And you will see what will be happen in future. Let's try with the laptop tree. Go to ping the server farm 192.168.1.10. Okay, easily I can ping, and this is a big mistake on this access list. We will see together and how we can solve it, and you also will understand what's the sequence on access list and how it will happen. So let's get rid of this and apply the router. This time also apply on the same interface G0/2 IP access list. Again, I can use the word this time instead of using the number. I can use the previous name we choose here, which is block PC2, and just press enter. Forget to enter the direction outbound and press enter. Here we go, IP access group name and outbound direction. So let's see what will be happen. Before that, show access list. Okay, we don't have any matches here, and try to ping from the PC1. Ping 192.168.1.10. Okay, we can ping from this PC. Let's try the PC2 ping, which we want to block, and this time destination unreachable. Even this is a very important. You see, even we apply the permit 192.168.2.0 network, but because the first statement is matched with our host IP address, it will be blocked. If I use the show access list again, you can see I got 4 matches for the PC, 2 matches with the same IP address, and allow this with 4 matches. You may ask, what's the difference between this statement permit a specific network with the previous example, which we permit any? You will see here I tried to ping from laptop tree. Previously we can ping, and this time if I press enter, it's unable to ping. It's a very important how you create your access list. So by mistake on this access list, actually we block the rest of the communication from the other network also to the server farm, and only the network from 192.168.2.0 except the PC2 can communicate to the server farm. So let's correct the access list here. Go to global configuration mode, IP access list, and let's see how we can remove it. IP access list is standard, and what's the name again? Block PC2 only. Okay, what sequence we got? What we can use is show, and we got the no for neglect, actually the command or a sound. So we're going to no question mark permit 192.168.2.0. So first of all, we remove this network, and we permit this time any, and just press enter. So this time let's take a close look on the access list first. So we negate the previous command for a network of 192.168.2.0, and this time permit any to override the implicit deny all. So show access list. Okay, this is a full command, and this time we go back to the laptop 1 and try to ping, and this time we can ping easily. PC2 is still unable to ping, and PC1 for sure still can ping, because this also considered as any on this network. And as you can see here, we got some matches here with the any statement, and also we got some matches with the deny for the specific host. So try to exercise with the access list, become familiar with both the commands and the location you applying the access list. I try to provide some other example on a standard access list and continue with the extended access list on the next videos. Please leave your comments. If you find this video useful, please subscribe and share our channel as well. Thank you and see you soon.